Unless one lives and loves in the trenches, it is difficult to remember that the war against dehumanization is ceaseless. Audre Lorde. Hello, I am Specialist Hatch, and today I will be giving a brief on the importance of conflict management in the Army. The overall classification of this brief is unclassified. Conflict management is essential in the overall readiness at any given time of any given unit. On today's agenda, we will be discussing why conflict management is necessary, how communication causes conflict, how compromise stems from conflict management, a conclusion, and any questions that may arise from this brief. Training soldiers in conflict management skills greatly improves outcomes in all aspects of military service, such as communication between soldiers, cooperation between agencies, and conflict resolution. Conflict management starts at the lowest level. It assists in making communication easier between individuals. When you can mitigate the chances of a violent interaction between people, it is extremely useful. It expedites mission planning. When you can sustain or improve smooth communication, you are able to quickly and confidently carry out orders as they're given out. And it allows leadership to make decisions quickly. When a leadership position can reliably depend on a soldier to carry out their role quickly and efficiently due to the communication that is being shared, they are able to make decisions faster and put out orders faster to improve overall mission readiness. When you combine two or more viewpoints into that, you are able to create a strong, logical, steady decision-making process that is done quickly, efficiently, and in compliance with mission readiness. Conflict is a component of interpersonal interaction. It is neither inevitable nor is it intrinsically bad. When two strong-willed individuals think they are correct, it may or may not create a problem. That brings us to our next slide. Personal communication. Opposing thoughts can lead to conflict. The difference of opinion between two people creates friction, and when both think they are correct, they meet an impasse. Without a way to resolve an issue such as that, each individual would not be able to come to a resolution and would part ways. For a conflict resolution session to be effective, all parties must be willing to listen to the other party's point of view without interruption. This mitigates negativity by using the process of conflict management. You are then able to take different mindsets and combine them into one. Comparisons can be used to create information that is both sound in logic and reasoning. And when you compare more mindsets than that, you are able to create a mindset and a skill set that is able to overcome anything. When soldiers cooperate like that, it is essential to mission readiness, which brings us to our next slide, cooperation. When you get cooperation between multiple soldiers, that is when you are able to utilize information from their backgrounds to create solutions to any given problem. Cooperation between multiple soldiers, I believe, is what makes the Army so strong today. Cooperation between soldiers and leadership. When a soldier is able to overcome his individual mindset and accept input from others, it allows for cooperation between him and the higher ups. When you get that level of cooperation, you get that level of speedy response when orders are given out. This improves overall mission readiness and is necessary to maintain unit readiness. And when necessary, Two groups use conflict management to seamlessly bind their training and resources to complete a mission. This is where we get the cooperation between agencies. For instance, if the Army and the Marines were to deploy together, the Marines would use their training that they have received over the course of their 14-week basic training, and the Army would use their training in both technical and tactical proficiency to combine into one. This would create a very strong and independent team capable of withstanding any mission thrown at them. This brings us to our conclusion. Training soldiers in conflict management skills greatly improves outcomes in all aspects of military service. Conflict management is necessary to bridge the gap between the multiple mindsets. So if we were to train everybody in conflict management, it would allow us to not only be more decisive and easily mission capable, but it would allow less conflict between personnel, a higher morale, and more willingness to work together towards the same goal. And it is necessary to bridge the gap between multiple mindsets because people in the Army come from everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are, or where you are from. If you are able to bridge that mindset, bridge that gap, you are able to communicate effectively and efficiently with other soldiers and your leadership to continue your mission. Which brings us to our final bullet. It is essential for mission readiness. If you cannot bridge the gap and communicate with other soldiers and your leadership, you will not be mission ready. You will not be able to follow orders at all whatsoever. When training soldiers, we should keep in mind that some people will have that strong-willed mindset. To get around this, we will use conflict management, as mentioned previously, in a more structured environment. So instead of casual conversation, we will structure it out. So if we have two high-willed individuals, we will structure it out as such. All right, what is your point of view? Noted. What is your point of view? Noted. We will combine these points of view and then efficiently deduce what is the most productive point from either side and combine it together. At this point, we can create a resolution to the problem. Any questions? That concludes my brief.